As we gather to celebrate women and families during International Women's Day 2026 under the global theme, Rights, Justice, Action for all women and girls, we are reminded that progress requires more than recognition. It requires action. This year's theme calls on us to ensure that every action of contribution, particularly the unpaid contributions of women, are valued, recognized, and supported. It is in this spirit that we come together not only to honor women's achievements, but also to launch two transformative pilots that advance gender equality and strengthen Dominica's commitments to fairness, data-driven decision-making, and inclusive progress. Because recognizing and supporting women's contributions is not only good policy, it is a matter of human rights and justice. Across the world, women continue to perform disproportionate amounts of unpaid domestic and care work. UN Men Multi-Country Office Caribbean supported with a regional pilot aimed at determining the contribution of unpaid domestic care work to the economy. Results from the study shows that women do over 3 hours more unpaid work per day than men spent on time cooking, cleaning, caring for children, older persons, and the vulnerable. This labor is essential, yet too often it remains invisible. It limits women's access to education, to employment, to leadership opportunities, and to financial independence. In Dominica, as in many CARICOM states, we have long acknowledged the need for stronger gender data in order to design policies that truly reflect people's lived realities. Dominica has consistently shown leadership in this area, having piloted the CARICOM gender equality indicators as early as 2017, demonstrating a willingness to invest in data systems that inform equitable policies. Today marks another significant milestone under the Build Back Equal project as we launch the pilot to measure SDG indicator 5.4.1 in partnership with the Central Statistics Office, which focuses on the proportion of time spent on unpaid domestic and care work. This initiative will strengthen Dominica's capacity to collect and analyze data on unpaid care work. It will support the development of model legislation, policies, and strategies on the care economy. It will feed directly into regional efforts guided by CARICOM and the OECS Commission to standardize labor force surveys and enable government ministries, academics, development partners, and the public to benefit from richer, more timely labor and care data. By integrating these essential care-related questions into the labor force survey, Dominica will generate information that can directly support policy formulation, economic planning, and international reporting. More importantly, this data will help us better understand how to reduce, redistribute, and recognize unpaid care work, which is a necessary step towards truly balancing the scales. Additionally, today we also launch a second critical initiative, the Public Assistance Program PAP pilot, supported by the Build Back Equal project in partnership with the Department of Social Services. This pilot directly addresses the barriers faced by women receiving public assistance, many of whom shoulder the greatest unpaid care burdens. Through this program, women beneficiaries on a voluntary basis will receive priority access to childcare services, to literacy and education support, to skills training and TVET certification, to financial literacy, to psychosocial support, and to comprehensive health care, including mental health and sexual and reproductive health services. As we celebrate progress, we must also recognize that progress does not equal victory. Gender-based violence remains too prevalent, care burdens remain too heavy, economic opportunities remain too uneven. The work ahead requires collective action and sustained commitment across government, civil society, the private sector, and communities. Today's pilot launches represent action, not rhetoric. They translate commitment into services, data, and solutions that improve women's lives. Let us use this moment to deepen our resolve, to fund what we commit to measure what we value, and to value the labor that has sustained families, communities, and this nation for generations. Together, we can ensure that Dominica continues to lead the region in building a society where every woman and girl can thrive. Thank you.